Hello everyone, this is Jim from the Other Finance. Welcome back to our channel. We are on 15th of December, on the mid of the December, with you on intraday analysis. Today is the big day. Today, Fed meeting is happening, and a lot of eyes on this meeting. They are waiting a faster tapering, rapid tapering, and also giving signals of sooner than planned rate hike from Fed officials because even Fed has signaled this one. And just 15 days ago, Jerome Powell has said we may need to faster tapering because the inflation is not transitory anymore. And to curb this one, we should start serious monetary policy, tightening policies, so we can just handle these inflation trouble. He said like this. So in this meeting, they will just discuss on this one. A lot of people from US as a Fed official as well are just thinking on this one. This evening in European time, and then that decision will be told, and we will just follow those news. All right, what we are expecting. My expectation is from Fed meeting is just interest rate. Of course, like it will stay stable, and no expectation for that one. Tapering on around like a 30-35 billion dollar, let's say 25, between 25 and 35 billion dollar. It's my prediction for this meeting. Reason is, as I said, 15 is already so low, and then it will just push a lot of money into economy, so they will just finish that one until it's too late. Because if the market crash, so it doesn't matter if you just raise the rates on that time, because it's already will be crashed. Overheating in the economy is the biggest fear right now. All right, at the same time, we just see the Omicron cases in US, in Europe, in UK. The cases are doubling. Yesterday and this morning, they have told that in every 2 days, cases are doubling in UK. Let's say today is 100, next day 200, 10 days later this number becomes thousands of new cases, and right now already it's 1,000. If it just goes like this, we will see 200, 300,000, and inevitable will happen, and new lockdown. This is just coming. This is just on the corner. Even WHO, they said, all right now we don't have a concrete evidence that this variant is more deadlier, but we have something more riskier. It's the overload in the hospital. If people just look at the spread of these virus is at least 2 times faster than the previous ones. They said we have never witnessed a variant like this from the beginning of this pandemic. So, and normally the capacity of the hospital is 100 new cases in any region, a specific region. If on that day hospitalization goes over just 110, there will be need for extra 10 bed. They can create that one. What about the next day? There will be still a need for another 100. So this is the biggest problem. To curb that one, I'm expecting another lockdown. This is important. All right, this was the news, and then we will just start with the charts. Right now on our chart, it's US oil, WTI. WTI is just having problems to go above $70. Reason is this Omicron, because nobody just thinks that all right, it's just transitory. And you know, this transitory situation was told to people by Fed so many times, and nobody would believe it. Right now, OPEC is just using these words. These Omicron cases and situation is transitory, and there won't be a lot of effect on oil prices. They are just trying to call people with these saying, but this time as well, it's not transitory. So we will see real effect on oil prices. This point, as we see more and more cases, the price will go like this, down first 65 level, then 61 level. It will be one by one. We will pass all these support levels if we don't hear production cuts. Because they like these prices, they like prices above $60, and then they will just do whatever needed for this one. But just remember, US shale producers are not making any production cut. So if they lose their market share, the OPEC countries lose their market share, they may never get it back. That's the biggest thing. If the consumer countries turn their face to US, and if they say, all right, we just bear with logistics but don't want to deal with these OPEC countries, then shale producer has that technology. They can just produce more and more oil, and then OPEC countries, they say, all right, sorry, we are just increasing back, but it won't work. So the volatility in the market will be so much in US oil prices, so you can just benefit from sell and buy in the long term. But right now, in short term, sell is high probability. Let's go to our next chart.
You are ready to win with us. GAN Markets.
All right, our next chart is Ethereum. As you can see here, all the cryptocurrency market is just suffering these days, and Ethereum is just taking its share. And it has traded really high levels, and then it has tested these points, but from that point we have seen loss. And these days everyone is just expecting the other assets, even cryptocurrencies, are waiting for tapering news, because there will be less money in the market, so less money will be poured into cryptocurrencies. And inflation, against inflation, people just said, all right, we can hedge ourselves with cryptocurrencies, but then they just realized that, all right, even gold prices that doesn't hedge themselves, it's not going up, so digital currencies cannot do this one, because hedging means that a security, but behind these cryptocurrencies there's no security. That's why that inflation effect didn't help the price of Ethereum and then other cryptocurrencies. Everybody just expected on last Friday to go the prices high because of the inflation, but they didn't feel secure about these recent news regarding the cryptocurrencies. There has been a lot of problem with cryptocurrency markets, some small, some big numbers, but there has been problems. And even right now, Binance is just changing their position. They say we need more regulation. We are not against it. We have withdrawn one of our application in Singapore. We are working with Singapore authorities to just make more concrete plan, more regulations. Also in other parts of the world, in India, in US, and in Nigeria, in Japan, a lot of countries are just working to make their own cryptocurrencies. And this is also just making this cryptocurrency less effective. When they just release that one, all right, these are our cryptocurrencies and then backed by government. So what is your plan? Like, what happens like if Bitcoin just crash, or if crypto market just disappear, what will happen? Those questions will be more in the coming days, in the coming months actually. We will hear that about in Winter Games in China. China will just test its digital yuan in these Winter Olympics, and then so it will be another test for these government-backed cryptocurrencies. So a few months, these cryptocurrencies may suffer. We will see. As you can see on the chart, critical level right now is 4,000 level for Ethereum. As long as under $4,000, we cannot expect a bullish trend. Even we can expect for a bearish trend. All right, let's look at our last chart. All right, our last chart is S&P index in US. So as you can see on the last 4 candles that represent for last 16 hours, it's not moving that much. The volatility has been lost, and because of the tapering expectation, so it is just trying to stay at least flat. But I don't expect that one, because the corporate bonds won't be bought by Fed. That means there will be less money poured into market. I'm not saying like these bond sales by these companies listed in these stocks as a free money, but easy money, because almost no interest payment, and then the conditions are so easy, so they just sell it easily, and then they are making money, and then with that money they are making investments, and the price of these stocks are going higher and higher. We have seen in the pandemic time the highest levels of that one, because of the highest level of the quantitative easing in US history has happened on the last 2 years. All right, so when we just check these data, we will see that less money into market, tighter monetary policy, lower levels of these index. Definitely, and I'm not saying a huge, but a big sell will happen in US market soon. So a sell option from here will make a lot of money for you. Thanks so much for watching us. We will be together in afternoon news together, and then on that video we will cover the real effect of Fed tapering in other assets and indexes. Have a nice day. Bye.